We're continuing our series on Pennsic, this time exploring food and drink options. When it comes to food and drink, you have several options. You can use the food court, do it yourself, or go to the Cooper's Lake Campground Market. In this section, we're going to look at the food court. You can eat every meal that you want at Pennsic. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, treats, all of that is available at the food court. It's an entire village of modern convenience. You can get a burger, some stir fry, a breakfast burrito. It's the perfect place to go when you're too exhausted from fighting or class taking to go cook. Throughout our time at Pennsic, we've eaten at almost every merchant, so I'll show you some of the food we sampled. That's good. We opted for the General Tao chicken and the meat on a stick. Both were pretty good. The Beast and Boar Tavern is one of the most famous eateries within Pennsic. Well, it's first morning and it woke up and it's about 49 degrees, and so I had to go get coffee. I opted to purchase the free refill mug. It's a great way to get drinks throughout the day, not have to stand in line to pay for it, but also it is a wonderful souvenir of my time at Pennsic. It was really convenient to have this mug. Every time we would walk by here, we would refill it and head out on another adventure around Pennsic. At the Beast and Boar, you can typically get coffee, tea, sweet tea, and lemonade with your cup. You do not have to purchase a mug to get drinks at the Beast and Boar. You can buy them individually. On a couple mornings where my son and I did not feel like cooking breakfast, we got the 3-egg omelet meal. It came with 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, 2 sausages, a hash brown, orange juice, and coffee. Be sure to check the sandwich board to find out what the daily special is. The chicken meal was awesome. We had 3 people eating off of it. So far I've not gotten the meatloaf, but I saw someone that had it and it looks amazing. I might get that tonight. Just across the street is another place called Medieval Munchies. It's not a sit-down tavern, but rather a food stand that caters to those looking for a quick and satisfying bite. You can get gyros like this one, or other quick meals that you can easily carry with you as you wander through the war grounds. It seems like they're very well known for their pizzas. On a hot day, there's nothing quite like getting a milkshake or an ice cream cone to sit down and enjoy in the summer heat. We opted for the cups because I figured the cones would probably melt too quick.
Yeah.
If barbecue is more your thing, head over to the Flaming Dragon. Every day we went, the brisket was gone, so it must be good. So we got the cheesy bake. It's like a shredded potato and has bacon in it and a cheese sauce. It's really good. At the Royal Court Eatery, you can find a number of different sandwiches and paninis and wraps, which are all very good. I opted for the Cuban panini. Over by the Cooper's Lake Campground Marketplace, you'll find swords and subs. I understand that this is a new food option here at Pennsic. This is sword and sub. I got the buffalo chicken, and Joe got the Philly chicken. And what do you think?
It's good.
It's good? All of the food at Pennsic is typical festival prices. Not too bad, but you're paying for the convenience. In addition to the Pennsic food tents, the Cooper's Lake Campground has a wide assortment of food available for you. Now, while you're at Pennsic, you do not have to eat every meal out. We did a lot of DIY food and drink for our family. And as you're walking around, you're going to get a mouth-watering assortment of foods being cooked. Unfortunately, the spit was being manned, otherwise I would have grabbed it and ran back to my fire. We are in the process of converting a van into a camper, so we use that as a home base to cook some of our meals. Well, we're back at the van. We're going to make up some breakfast, so we're ready for a good day at Pennsic. We've been doing a lot to get the van ready for Pennsic, and this was a great test of all the different systems, and we learned a lot. If you want to see more about that process, check out my playlist on van conversions. So we're having a little bit issues with our butane stove, so we're going to go ahead and use the induction stove, which we've not used before. So I'm not going to put it on too high of heat just because I want to not overload my batteries the first time I use it. So again, being the first time I've used this, we're going to cook it on the low, and we're just making scrambled eggs, so we're going to add a bunch of meat. Can't have too much bacon. Put in some ham, throw on some eggs, and lots of cheese. I think I can turn it up one level, a little bit hotter. So we don't currently have a toaster, so we're just doing egg sandwiches with the eggs on the sandwich. I think that should be a good healthy breakfast. So this is one of the first times we've actually done eggs in here. And again, the first time I've used an induction cooktop because I didn't really practice it at home, but it seems to work well. I'll go check out how my battery is and see how much power it drew. So after cooking that breakfast, and I think we're running a fan, we're only at 96%, so shouldn't be a big issue to cook on the induction cooktop. I was a little bit worried about how much it would use. And this is the morning, so we have all day for our batteries to re-top off. Well, we're here for another day of breakfast in the van, so we've got some protein pancakes, because you need your protein when you're going around Pennsic. If you've been at Pennsic, I'd love to hear what you guys have been doing, what you've been enjoying, what your favorite parts are, because we're having a great time. We still have some leftover bacon. We're going to do the kind I've seen online where you put the bacon strips down, put the pancake mix on the top, and then you have delicious pancakes. If you've been watching the channel, you know that we're still in the process of converting this van. So it's kind of every time we go out, it seems to be something new that we're able to try. We're cooking with the induction, we've got the water hooked up, got a shower in the back, still got more work to do. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely hit that like and subscribe to the channel to follow along on this build. We'll go ahead and try these out. Looks like the bacon's starting to get a little bit crispy. We're just going to go right down the center of the bacon. See if I can get the second one flipped over. Oh, and look at that bacon. Not bad. Well, like I said, this is my first time doing the bacon on my pancakes. Not sure if any of you have done this, but it's pretty good. I think I could triple the amount of bacon in this though. And whenever you cook, it's always nice to share with your friends. We also have a microwave, so we pre-made a bunch of meals to bring with us to Pennsic. Right now, we're just having some yummy burgers. The last time I was at Pennsic was about 25 years ago, and since then, the Coopers Lake Campground has built an amazing market. If you forgot anything, you'll be able to get it here. Of course, on the outside, they have the traditional things that you'll need for camping: ice, propane, water, firewood, but inside, they have just about anything you would ever need. I've been to a number of campgrounds with small stores, and this was not like those. Here at Cooper's Lake Campground Market, you can buy anything. They had fresh milk, they had vegetables, fruits, they had icy machines and grab-and-go food. I just was blown away by how much stuff was in this shop. So if you're here at Pennsic, definitely hit up the Cooper's Lake store. So far, my son and I have had a couple of pepperoni rolls and ham and cheese rolls. They're delicious. I just wish that I could share them with you to taste. Now, I'm not going to name everything that they have at the store, but I will take you on a tour so you can see for yourself, just in case you forget anything. Honestly, this is probably about the same size as the grocery store in my hometown. One of the things that did surprise me is the prices did not seem that terrible. I paid $1.59 for water at home, and they were $2 a gallon here at Pennsic. But I think most importantly is the convenience. You don't have to drive a half-hour away to get to another store. You can just leave your campsite, walk over, grab what you need, and head back to camp. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the food options and the marketplace at Cooper's Lake. So far, I've posted a couple videos of my time at Pennsic. I'm going to be doing an overview of the entire event and what I did, so definitely hit like and think about subscribing to this channel.